Millions of dollars are pouring into the race to become Ohio's governor. With Governor DeWine term limited, Ohio Republicans now are looking for new leadership, and that means it's going to be a really busy primary for the party.
Yep, Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trowell's been following every step of that race so far and says now the endorsements are rolling in.
The race to become Ohio's next governor continues to heat up. Right now, we have 3 candidates seeking the GOP nomination. Entrepreneur Vivek Ramaswamy.
We require a leader here at home.
Attorney General Dave Yost.
I'm a guy that's actually done the work.
And businesswoman Heather Hill.
We need something different.
And already, endorsements are coming out. Hill hasn't received any. Yost has a coalition of sheriffs and a former statewide official. Ramaswamy has President Donald Trump, U.S. Senator Bernie Moreno, several statewide officials, and dozens of state lawmakers, like Senate President Rob McCauley. But 2 of the most powerful state house Republicans haven't spoken up yet.
Are you ready to endorse, or are you waiting until Jim Tressel potentially gets into the race?
Well, the last I looked, we're about 14 months away from the primary, and I'm sure there'll be other people who get in the race.
Governor Mike DeWine hasn't issued an endorsement, with many strategists like Bob Clegg believing that he chose his lieutenant governor, former OSU coach Jim Tressel, as his future replacement.
He also picked somebody who has about 95% name ID in the state of Ohio, which is very rare. Jim Tressel cannot have a better image here in the state of Ohio.
Although he hasn't announced, Tressel has been out, headlining Republican events and fundraisers across the state. We asked him this week about when he'll enter the race.
You know, when I was coaching, I would tell you, I'm not thinking about the next game, I'm thinking about this game. That hasn't changed.
And House Speaker Matt Huffman also hasn't made his decision, but I noted that he didn't attend Trump's inauguration.
Are you waiting to make an endorsement? If so, why? And are you waiting for Jim Tressel to get into the race?
Well, that's 3 questions. I'll try to answer them all. I don't want to try to divide this caucus. So I've told all these folks, if I'm going to endorse, that's not until after June 30th.
The Ohio Republican Party also hasn't endorsed yet. But as DeWine said, we have more than 400 days until the primary.
We have a long way to go.
Whoever wins that race will face off against the Democratic nominee, likely former Ohio Department of Health Director Amy Acton. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.